Hello and welcome to Team Subtlety in Paranoia. I am Swalton and I play the team's hygiene officer, Sarif. Joining me today is WestlynDemon.
Hello, I play Seaman Worm, the mighty team leader.
Also here is AllyDymock.
Hello.
One long face.
I played John R.U., the only useful member of this entire team. Well, no, sorry, sorry. I will take that back. I just had a flashback. Me and the mutant were the only useful members, but the problem is he's useful at being a traitor. So, agenda made.
Speaking of being a traitor, here is Codename B.
Hey, what's up? I am Codename B, and I'll be playing the accused traitor.
Totally not cool.
I mean, yeah, I'll be playing Max Ariel, the registered mutant, who's currently hiding underneath a car after failing to have been shot.
Hey, I tried my best. And then DMing this absolute chaos is Albatross.
Hello. I'll be doing my best to keep everything running faintly smoothly.
That is an uphill battle.
Oh, yes. But that's how it's done.
True. So, as a quick recap of what's happened in our last adventures, we all piled into a taxi to deliver the item.
Yeah, we did just go on a taxi ride, and that was about it.
Yeah, it was essentially just a horrible, horrible taxi.
I don't know if you guys have ever played like Final Fantasy 15, but it was quite close to that.
Anyway, on this taxi ride, there was some shenanigans that took place. We got to make a good friend in our taxi driver. His name is Taxi Driver. He drives a taxi. We got to a security checkpoint where John and Seaman got out and then had to take the package
Christ, what a sentence.
to get out and put through security checks. Sarif and Max stayed in the taxi, trying to not kill each other, despite the fact he's a filthy mutant. Then we were able to continue on the rest of our adventure, where Sarif eventually noticed Max trying to throw something out of the window. He then had the car pull over, told team leader, who then told happiness officer, who kept everyone nice and happy, ran back to check out a multicolored item that's been dropped. We ran back after the mutant tried to steal the car, and then we came here where Sarif is pointing a gun at the mutant. The mutant crawled underneath the car. John's trying to have some peace and quiet, and then some other people showed up with guns that look a little bit like troubleshooters.
Speaking of people that showed up with guns, effectively after I was abandoned by the mutie as he ran off in the car, I was left with the injured taxi driver, Robert De Niro, who I was trying to in effect help on these troubleshooters guys approached me. Said they were looking for you, or for us. And I pointed them in your direction and said I wasn't a troubleshooter. Before slyly following them to see what they were up to. So that's why I am not involved in the gunfight currently, because I am a few steps behind.
Well, there's not a gunfight just yet. We're seconds away from a gunfight.
True, very true. Should we kick off this gunfight?
That sounds good with a gunfight.
There's very unlikely to ever be a gunfight that doesn't involve you. So
I'm just gonna, improve the visibility off to stage left there so we can drop Seaman in.
Yeah.
We should all had a veto on this situation.
Even if we did, we wouldn't have vetoed it. We wouldn't have known. How could we have known?
And I'll
a giant seaman in the distance coming towards us.
Coming towards us, eh?
Exactly.
It's just a little bit of semen.
So anyway, Albatross, what's going on?
I'm just trying to see if I can find someone to be the taxi driver.
sincerely hope Robert De Niro's in there.
Yep.
I haven't
If
tried to watch
you-
Robert De Niro, but I'm guessing no. No results.
I can fix
And
that.
I'm not making a token just for.
Can I make a token very quickly?
If yeah, I mean, if I'll
I mean,
swap out this one for Robert De Niro if whoa.
A
Right,
dead
here
Zoidberg is
here's
Robert
an
De Niro?
image. Just put that there.
I can't wait till you just placed in Jodie Foster somehow.
That's an interesting one, yeah.
It's perfect. It's even got a description of his job.
It has.
I feel like I wish I hadn't made that joke now because now it's wasting so much time.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna
You did this.
waste
You
time
did this,
uploading
WestlynDemon.
just for a joke.
That's all I do in my life. Waste time for a joke.
I mean, it is well worth doing. So, where we last left off, Max is under the car.
After avoiding a shot from
Yeah.
From me, yep.
Sarif is, I guess, still threatening him with a gun.
Yep.
What was John up to? Was he paying more attention to this fight, or?
I can't honestly remember the context of which, this
think-
occurred because I just arrived back.
I think you
Yeah.
had after going to investigate what was thrown out the window.
I think I was in at the back, in the car at the back seat or something like that. Because I was at the box. I had the box.
No, did you not run back
Just
to
got you picked up the box.
fetch the box?
I
Yeah,
thought the
you
box-
ran back to get the box, and then Max stole the car to come back and pick you up. Apparently,
Wait,
Not,
and
not
Wait,
to
hang
meta,
on.
but I
What
thought the
box?
box was still in our possession.
What box?
yeah,
What box?
The mission box.
Yeah, it's still in your possession.
Oh yeah, you had the box. You ran back to.
to get the multicolored thing that
Yeah,
Max
but I
threw out the
believe the
window.
box was in the car, is what I mean. I don't think I was carrying the box.
Your box was in the car, yeah. When
Yeah, so I must have been in the car.
okay.
So are you in the car?
I believe I'm in the back seat with.
Okay, let me move slightly then, so you can also. I'm under the car and you're in the car.
To make
Okay.
logic.
I'm
No,
sure
logic
the
sense.
comments will tell us we're completely wrong. It's not what happened.
yeah.
Well,
Our loyal viewers will show us the error of our ways with abuse.
and the cliffhanger that we left on was that someone had looked up and noticed you're surrounded by three guys with guns. So I guess that would have to be Sarif, since you're the one outside and not underneath the car. So I guess we'll start off with, what does Sarif do with this information?
I think
Quick.
I also had just messaged Ali, John. John was messaging to me as well.
I believe so.
John, scroll up. And look at the chat.
Yes, yeah, I did in fact receive a message from the team.
Cool. Please continue, Sarah. Sorry.
Cool, no worries. So, do I have an identifier as a troubleshooter, like troubleshooter number 5279 or
Well,
anything like
if
that?
you do, then I'm surprised I didn't realize I was a troubleshooter because I just said I wasn't initially.
Yeah, well, just so I'm gonna say it to them. Do I have any kind of identifier like that, Albatross?
You, as far as I know, you don't have any kind of anything that specifically identifies you as a troubleshooter.
Other than you're holding a laser gun.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have a red
With a red
jumpsuit.
barrel. And a red jumpsuit. Yeah.
You've got various things that you only have because you're a troubleshooter, so you can sort of point to them and, how else would I have these? Kind of the same conversation you had trying to get on the subway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. In that case, never mind. So I will grab my safety shield umbrella. Say, oh, good troubleshooters. We've got a traitorous mutant right here. Help me out. And I'll kind of look to them. Did he look like normal troubleshooters? Like, they don't look like too overly scruffy or anything. Like they haven't stolen these things.
You
these universally.
classist.
Yes, you're right. I am a classist. I care about being clean, and the poor people aren't clean.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good term.
I was just gonna come right out there and say it.
Wait till you're like in character. Jeez, oh.
They look pretty. You know, their uniforms pretty smart. They look pretty well dressed. They're not just like showing up all scruffy.
Okay.
They're,
It's like I'm just gonna say something like, "Take him away, boys," and keep gesturing at the mutant underneath the car.
The one.
The mutant underneath the car will yell, "He's the traitor! Why do you think I'm hiding? He tried to shoot me."
The one by the red vehicle there, he's sort of aiming his gun at you and approaching. He says, "We've heard reports that the whole team are traitors. So, you know, while I have to say I believe both of you, I'm afraid you're both going to have to get on the ground, ready for some justice."
Wait, who's reported the whole team as being traitors? We only have one traitor here.
John.
John.
I didn't know if it was my turn to act. So John is going to have drawn his laser pistol and screwed the barrel on. But he is...
John, we were accusing you of being the
Yeah, of being the traitor. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, I didn't realise you were being stupid. Sorry.
I'm gonna call down through the hole in the floor. Pass a gun down here. Barrel through the hole.
Why is there a hole in the floor?
Fuck mutant.
Yeah, I
Because
don't remember making a hole in the floor.
it was the missed shot.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair, yeah. Ben just has a better memory than the rest of us.
I feel like a laser wouldn't fit through the hole in the floor.
No, but the barrel would.
You don't have any barrels. I've got
That's
all the
why I'm
barrels.
asking for one.
Yeah, but I've got them all.
I've got a pistol, but no barrel.
I know,
Pass
but they each only have one barrel.
No, we were issued extra barrels.
Oh yeah, we have 3. Never
I
mind.
thought they were pretty evenly distributed.
Until you took all the barrels and didn't give them back. So now I can't help defend our team.
I have all Ben's barrels and my barrels. So yeah, we have to. Those. Yeah. So John and Sarah have 3 each. My bad.
I'm gonna so I'll have shouted, "Pass a barrel through this hole." That way we can sort out between us. These guys don't seem like they're legit.
It's the wee blue. It's the wee blue. It's the fact that a blue. I don't know who it is. But I know shit coming my way.
Is this looking
you
so much
pass
anxiety?
me
It's just that
a barrel?
sound? Do I fuck
No.
mutant? If I'm dying, you're dying with me.
All right, I pick up the car using my mutant powers.
There we go. That's
Wait.
the blue.
John's in the car.
That's his problem. I tried to do this peacefully.
Could you secretly roll me a d20 then?
Yep.
Again.
I would like to add 10 to this.
Sure.
I'm not even going to touch this because I kind of want to see what happens.
You strain against the car. Contains another human being as well. And it definitely shifts and it shakes. And you get it kind of maybe a foot off the floor, but then it is just too heavy. You can't throw it off.
I did clarify with my mutant powers at full capacity, yeah?
Yeah, apparently it's not enough.
This is life or death here.
Apparently it's not enough.
True, but your mutant power is a surge of adrenaline. It's not turning you into the Hulk.
Damn it.
Oh man, that's the best power. Imagine just written, turn into Hulk.
Do you pass out when you've tried to lift this and then...
Okay, so if it's a foot off the ground, I try and shove it towards the hygiene officer at least. So maybe the wheel will land on his foot and inconvenience him mildly.
I'll just have the shield in the way. Maybe that'll make me bounce back.
You always change what happens when you something which hardly fails.
Could Sarif roll me a d20, and I'll
That's agility, right?
just roll me a d20, and I'll use the number to see what happens.
I would like to remove 10 from this.
How many? You're burning through all your points.
Look, I'm getting die soon.
Okay. What does John do whilst this car is being lifted and then put back down again?
Holds on for dear life.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
He's just like, what the actual fuck? Well, trying to be discreet. He doesn't actually yell. He's trying to be discreet in the backseat. Be peeking out the window. He's been informed of the situation, but he's taking it off.
Need to do with it.
I'm waiting to see how the situation unfolds.
Okay. In that case, then I'll look around at the others and kind of say, so which one of you is the team leader?
Could you roll me a d20 first?
Sure. GM roll or?
Up to you.
Yeah, up to you. It depends whether you want everyone to see it or not.
In this case, I think it's funnier if everyone sees it. But,
It's fun if no one does. They have to try and work out if I'm confident or not.
So, immediately in front of you, the car suddenly starts shaking and moving and lifting up slightly. And obviously, this is a bit of a freaky sight. Cars generally don't do that. And it suddenly moves towards you and it bangs you on the knee slightly.
Ow!
And if you could, I can't remember how we log damage. I'm just going to open up the character sheet and see.
It's actually a good question, isn't it? How you log damage?
That's a
if you could
There's a damage
go into
bit,
the combat tab in your sheet and click the snafu on.
It's okay, the default one.
I'm trying to find which page says, what this does. But,
I could have put my weapons in here, but I don't know the details of them.
Weapons? Sure, yeah. I think you only have one, right?
That's what I mean. So, I've been given a hand flamer by Frank Computer.
Oh, you were? Yeah, I forgot that. That might be one.
So does my shield not do anything to make me kind of bounce back from the truck?
Well, surely it would be pointing towards the laser pistols.
No, I was
And not
having
the
it in front
car.
of me and pointing my gun at you because I clearly wasn't trying to defend myself against the guys around me. If I'm saying, "Help me, guys,"
Ross, just take the snafu.
I don't like snuffers. They hurt. They're not very clean.
Snafu is the finest.
It's literally like the default. Like the...
You've got a mildly bumped knee.
yeah, I've found the page. It's essentially you've kind of been bumped. You're a bit distracted, and in the next round you're not going to be as effective.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the full. Which I mean, someone has just thrown a car at you.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So
Well, nudge
someone
the car
bumped me
towards
with a
you.
car. Yeah. I got a fender bender with a car, and I got slightly bruised.
Exactly.
What's behind me? My car. Is there anything behind me? Like, is there a building or anything I could back off into?
I will just do some revealing of map. Actually, I don't know why I kept it hidden. Hello, that didn't work. Sorry, just some IT issues to sort out. Aha. There is a building behind you. It's colored infrared. It seems just like every other Alpha Complex building you've ever seen.
Okay. Is the door in the bottom right-hand corner?
Yeah, the door's in the bottom right here. So you
Gotcha.
You can't just quickly back through it, but you could walk there and get in fairly swiftly. If you see what I mean.
Yeah. And do I know what the building is?
What is? Oh, what sector are we in again? Is it 7G? Yeah, it's the sector 7G, warehouse and office supplies bureau distribution complex.
They are for similar sounding names.
Yeah. Just threw the word bureau in there. It doesn't even mean anything.
Actually, I'm going to take this time to put on my acting skills and go, medic! As I fall back against the wall. Still holding myself up, but I look just wounded and pathetic against the wall.
But they want you dead.
And then they shoot you.
I go, is he a fucking mutant traitor? And
All right, so
put it back down.
noticing this time, like the car, it isn't necessarily liftable. Instead, I will attempt to flip it and roll it. Now noticing he's backed against the wall.
John is still in the car.
It's also these men have yet to react to any of this.
I mean,
They're just trying to
I'm
kill
seeing
each
this
other.
is happening pretty quickly. Like, just, trying to lift something and then move it sideways. Like, this hasn't taken a minute.
So I try and flip the car and like just make it roll towards him, like over and the top, and then like back round.
Don't lift it. Flipping it will be equally as hard.
No, it wouldn't because of the principle of leverage.
You don't have leverage. You're right underneath it.
Well, no, I'll slide out and get my hands under one side and try and flip it and roll it
So you're crawling out from underneath the car then?
like that. Yep.
So you crawl out from underneath the car, and the person kind of down by this yellow car in the bottom left here aims a laser pistol at you and says, "Whatever you're doing, stop there."
I'll just be a minute and I'll carry on anyway. And then I will pick up the car as quick as I can with the last of my strength and just try and flip it and roll it.
You're not faster than the speed of light.
That's
wow.
assuming he hits me, you know?
Remember, boss, you can modify Ben's rolls too.
Yeah, I
just want to...
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
perversity points are flying about here?
None so far. Ben's
so-
used 20 already.
Yeah, so Ben's just used like 10 on his attempt to throw the
Ben
car
used
at
20.
me.
You use 10 to try and pick the car up, and then 10 to shove it at you.
Yep.
You've only got 10 left, assuming you've got the same as everyone else. Meta gaming.
You know what, fuck it, I'll let it go as is. And I'll have my shield up, protecting my chest and head as best I can.
You mean your umbrella?
Yeah, my umbrella shield, yeah.
In that case, I will do this roll publicly. I assume a 1d20 again.
Yes.
And I'm going to add my final 10.
Ooh. So because you're kind of at the side and making use of, you're only lifting one half of it rather than trying to lift the whole thing, you manage to succeed in tipping the car up and rolling it over. Hang on, I'm also sending some secret messages here.
I feel so left out.
I knew you would.
I'm just here by myself, looking at my phone, waiting for John to respond.
John, he's a little busy right now.
I've left you on read.
As hang on, I will just I need to make a roll myself actually. Ooh, this is exciting.
Ooh.
Just see if Ben dies.
Pretty much.
His heart gives out.
So as you're lifting the vehicle, the guy in red fires off a laser pistol shot, and you feel a shot in your arm, which I'll just sort of bring up the tables here.
Sorry, is this Sarah getting shot or Max getting shot?
This is Max getting shot.
Okay, good. Because Max is like the one hulking out.
Yeah. It hits you in the arm, but it doesn't. The reflex suit you have seems to protect you pretty well, and it doesn't. It hurts, but it doesn't injure you. And you manage to roll the vehicle over towards Sarif. So let me just bring up what skills might be applicable here. Because I think it would make sense for if both Sarif and John could roll agility, please.
This is not going to go well.
You can remember you can perversity it.
Yeah, sorry, public or GM for this?
That went weird.
Whatever you want.
Whichever you like, yeah.
Fuck it, let's do this.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Why is no one perversity?
They would have saved it for when they're being shot with laser pistols, I guess.
Yeah, it's like in any RPG. Like, you have all these health potions, but you don't want to use them in case there's an emergency. And then when you're in an emergency, there might be a worse emergency down the line.
That's I know the feeling.
Also, I don't want to be perverse. If I die, I want to die the pure alpha complex troubleshooter that I am.
It keeps giving me stealth instead of agility.
I know you've made like 3 stealth rolls trying to.
I promise I'm pressing the right button. Yeah, like I don't know why.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at my log. Is
There we go.
John
I can't-
stealth again and again and again.
For some reason, when you press the GM version of agility, it gives you stealth, but when you just press agility, it's fine.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably for a particular reason, because if you want you to roll stealth, it might need to be secret.
But like, if I've done it with the other ones, it's come up what it's supposed to be.
It'll just be an error in the sheets then.
Yeah.
You can't roll agility stealthily.
Okay, so Swalton manages to kind of. Sarif does okay on his roll, so we'll say he kind of manages to duck back into maybe an inset alcove in the building. Something.
Well, he's inside. Oh, Sarif, sorry. I was like,
Yeah, he's against the wall of the building. So he manages to duck into this sort of inset bit that's sort of a quirk in the architecture, but the car ends up right in front of him, and it's gonna be a bit of. It's not impossible to get out, but it's going to be a bit of climbing to get out. It's not a quick job.
I see he's like trapped against basically between the car and the wall,
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, okay.
but not crushed.
John, I'm going to take the results of John's secret roll because it's a lot better than his public one. It's up to you, Ali. Do you want to just sort of be in the car and unharmed? Do you want to like escape out of the car into the chaos that's happening?
I guess it would make the most sense of it. The speed that this is occurred to probably still be in the car, but okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you just wave at Sarif as you see him getting squished against the wall?
now,
You can see all these messages.
Quick question. Quick
Upside
question as
down
well.
in
How tall is the building?
It's 4 stories.
Okay.
It's
Hang on.
so the car is now upside down in front of Sarif. So John could probably help Sarif climb through the windows if he wanted to.
Albatross, you can see all the secret messages then.
I saw that secret message.
You just sent one into me in response to something I sent to someone else.
There's only one secret message that I've seen
Okay.
that I think shouldn't have been sent to me. So I think it's. Did you send it to the right person? No.
I've sent ones to people that aren't you.
I'll use the last of my adrenaline burst to run towards the guy on the right and try and grab his laser pistol at his hands.
What I was gonna say is, what does Seaman do? Because he has been a bit left out.
Try it.
Yes.
You've witnessed kind of this car bumping and shaking and rocking, and then eventually getting tipped over towards Sarif. You don't know what the status of John is. He might be injured inside.
Can I sneak up behind cars, or is there somewhere I can hide, sneak up to and be hidden, here or here?
Yeah, you can. I'll.
What's up here? Can I do that?
I'll give you a bit more visibility up here.
That looks like a good place. I'll go there. I'll sneak up, see what's going on.
So you're kind of still in observation mode.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, sorry, Max, you were
I'm filming with my PDA. What's it called? Not PDA, is it? It's called something else.
PCD, personal communication device.
PCD. That's it.
Um,
I'll screw on my laser bow while I'm waiting. As well.
Good plan. So yeah, what's Max up to?
I'm gonna run towards this guy, and I'm gonna be shouting, "Only traitorous commie scum shoot people unprovoked," and try and grab the gun out of his
That
hand.
literally wasn't the guy that shot you.
Look, I've been shot. I'm confused. Here I am, casually trying to tip a car onto my friends, and you shoot me.
Wait, yeah, you shot at the guy who didn't shoot you.
Look, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's.
I mean, the guy that shot already is too far gone. He's trying to make sure the other one doesn't go down the same dark path.
And I'll attempt to wrest the gun from his hands while sort of positioning myself that my reflex suit would take the brunt of the shot if he did go off, because it is going to go off, very obviously.
Could you roll me unarmed combat, please?
I categorically can.
Oof.
Oh, I was typing something. Oh well.
Secret messages.
Sorry, I'm sorting out all sorts of. It's quite difficult GMing this game.
Yeah, I do not envy you this role.
I'm not as good at multitasking as I maybe hoped I was.
Question: Did anyone get lower his score on that one?
I will not answer that.
I'm more asking the people that might have done it.
No.
Well,
No,
did you not?
no, I didn't.
Oh, because I did.
Beautiful.
Okay, so you grab the guy's pistol, and he's obviously fighting back a little bit, and you manage to just about wrest it out of his grip, but not before he shoots you. Hang on, I'll just do a secret roll here.
But I was ready for this.
Yeah, he manages to get off a shot that hits you in the abdomen, but again, your reflex suit seems to, take it without too much issue. You're fine with that.
If that suit's so great, what's my combat armor like?
I know. I'm utterly shocked. I honestly thought we were wearing like paper.
It's a combination of the suit is actually not that bad, and also the damage rolls haven't been great so far.
All right, assuming I have the gun.
While this shot hits you in the abdomen, you also feel a shot hit you in the lower back, as pretty much simultaneously. And if you could tick snafu'd, please.
I can, yes.
Ross, was that you?
Nope.
Oh. Okay, so have I seen them now shooting at my team?
Now, do I get the gun out after all that?
Yeah, you have the gun.
Okay, so I would like to position myself behind him with the gun against his head and be like, "Stop shooting!"
What
You have to switch spots.
What's Sarif doing in all this? Are you
I was trying to be. I think the guy was trying to just get out from behind the car. How long would that take me?
You could either try and sort of climb out over the not over the top of it, which would be, you know, a little bit of effort. You're climbing over a car, but you've got like a wall behind you to brace off of. So depending on how good you are at climbing, it might not take very long. Or you could get John to try and open the windows and let you kind of through the car that way. But obviously, you don't know if maybe the window opening mechanisms have been damaged in the roll. The windows seem to be still intact. They're not shattered.
Okay, I will gingerly tap at the window and gesture to roll down the window at John.
Before trying to roll the window, he will roll his eyes.
I'll give him like an exasperated like hands in front of me. Like, what do you want me to do?
So John will do is he'll tuck the package like behind him, like I guess like in the roof, like the alcove. I guess he's kind of up against the seat, so he's going to get the package positioned like somewhat behind him, and then try and roll the window down.
Okay, you managed to roll the window down, and while Sarif's climbing through, Max takes up his sort of hostage position with this, I guess, troubleshooter, we'll call him.
Thanks, John. I'm very happy you let me inside the car.
I'm sure you are.
Troubleshooter in the bottom left, the one who initially shot at Max, he's sort of, he can just about see what's going on. And he approaches slightly. He's getting a little bit closer, and he calls out.
I shoot the guy in the head.
Wow.
I think he was approaching the car, by the way, not you.
Execution still happened.
Too late.
Roll a d10, please.
Yeah. Does anybody want to add anything to this? You know?
Nope.
Nope, you're on here, man.
I might even
Hey, that's really good. Really bad.
Right. Don't know if I said it good, mind you, but
Yeah, no idea.
I mean, I'm hoping it's a clean headshot, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was cycling through tabs in my books here, and I should have said d20, but I'll just double it since it seems cruel to make you re-roll that.
Just make it more another d10, and then it will add up to a d20, won't it?
Can we just go with doubled?
I feel like doubled is more dramatic, so I'm gonna go with that.
Double it is.
Or we can add the 9 to it. It's really very little difference. So presumably you're right-handed, so you shoot him in the right side of his head, and just brains fly out the left side, spatter all over this lovely yellow clearance vehicle that you're next to.
That's traitorous.
That's a violation right there. That's red stuff all over yellow.
Yeah, he's literally repainting something of a higher clearance with lower clearance.
The occupants of the car seem a little shocked and outraged. They'd just parked up to watch some drama unfold, essentially. And this has now happened. They're not really going to get out and confront the guy who just painted the car with brains. Why would you? But they definitely don't seem happy about the situation.
They're calling the police.
And I'm going to shout again, stop shooting people!
Who said shooting people?
Yeah, the one who sort of initially moved forward, so doesn't move forward anymore, but he says, hang on. I didn't shoot anyone there.
You moved! Thought you were going to shoot someone.
And he says, listen, the man you just killed was a loyal citizen of Alpha Complex and a loyal troubleshooter. You are definitely a traitor at this point.
Look.
Even if you weren't before.
Look. And then I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, roll me energy weapons. Lots of typing going on.
I can't.
This
I can't
is a very
contribute.
typing heavy gunshot. This.
I can't contribute any other way.
What was that? Sorry.
I said I can't contribute any other way.
Oh.
Yeah. So I always get confused with how the roll should be. Yeah, you fire your gun, but it hits this kind of tan-colored car in between you, and ends up just sort of putting a hole in the door.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna duck behind this yellow car, which is now slightly red.
What's Seaman doing at the moment?
So these guys, they're focused up that way, all right? Can I move up? Is anyone in this car? The yellow car?
It's similar to the other one. There's folks who kind of were driving along but have seen something happening and they've stopped just in case they're needed as witnesses or they need to stop it or...
Okay. I will probably stay where I am then. I'll sort of keep watching the situation. Can I see Max from where I am? Or is there a car in the way?
There is a car in the way. Yeah, it probably should have been moved up, really. Just sort of pile everyone in.
I'll stay where I am then. Not much I can do from here.
As
I can't really
Max
get to
is
the rest of the
moving, as Max is stepping over the body of the loyal citizen he just killed. Well, possibly loyal citizen. Stranger he just killed. Let's go with that. Sarif leans out of the window of the car, fires a couple of rounds at him. Swalton, could you roll me a d20, please?
D20. I'll just do this publicly so we all see what's happening.
Oh my days.
So the shot hits Max in the chest where the reflex is, and it pretty handily incapacitates him.
Yeah, let's get fucked, mutant.
What does incapacitate do?
He is. Oh well.
He's downed?
Am I going down? Like, can I use the last of my adrenaline to put the gun to my head and shoot myself, or?
What has happened in the last 5 minutes?
I've got a feeling he wants to die.
Yeah, I mean you're downed, and the rulebook says if you allow it, the downed character may still speak and listen groggily, point an accusing finger, or weakly pull a trigger.
But if he can't move his arm to
Yeah, if you can't aim at his own head,
I'll
'cause
have
he
to
was
use my
busy
left
earlier.
hand then.
I'm thinking if you
I mean-
really want to mercy kill yourself, then you can do.
I categorically want to mercy kill myself here.
I'm
Oh,
going to give
shit.
him -20 to his attempt to murder himself.
I will do a -10 to that as well.
No, I'm going to allow it to stand for reasons of
Comedy.
dramatic, I don't know,
But-
dramatic integrity.
We need to interrogate him.
I think this is a more dramatic turn from this for the story, so I, as GM, am allowing it.
Just so we're clear, I didn't pay for the taxi, so I still have all my credits to buy another clone.
Um,
No, because I find you.
No, you didn't.
I can still find you when you're dead.
I don't think that's how it works.
How can you order one after you're dead?
I think it's like the money's taken automatically out of your bank account. Or
Yeah, I think
it's
Ah.
I'll leave
Okay,
it up to the GM.
As I see him move his gun to his head, I find him.
It's like, this is not very hygienic kind as well.
You didn't order him to die.
I did not give you
Also-
permission to die.
Also, can I find him for clearly being very unhappy with the situation?
He's going to paint that lovely car with
I'm going
more
to die with a
brains
smile on my face.
and a very low bank account.
uh,
He misses.
So Max manages to commit glorious suicide with his friend computer, and finds himself lying on the side of a road, killed by his own hand.
I'm sorry to claim that kill.
So I'm trying to remember how much the first set of clones costs. It was a slightly different
I
amount.
thought you said to us that we can afford a clone to our first.
I can afford a defective clone.
Double
pretty sure.
mutants.
What, I
Nice.
was, what, how much worse can his behavior be?
We can just shoot him. We can shoot the new clones.
No, but I mean, like, if this is a fully functioning version of him, what is a defective version of this? Like, the last 5 minutes has possibly been the most ridiculous 5
I mean, we have evidence of the traitor, right? So, if you want to get a new clone in that computer size, he deserves.
Unfortunately, in Alpha Complex, the sins of the old clone don't apply to the new clone.
That is true.
But you've not been cloned yet.
So,
Desecrate the corpse.
yeah.
Quick,
You
destroy, but incinerate his corpse. So you can't clone.
You start with one clone, and if you want to buy the remaining 5 in your pack of 6, it's 2,000 credits.
Oh, well, I have 3,000. Perfect.
Why'd you have to do that?
Holy shit, how do you have 2,000?
I thought we started
What
with way less than that.
He stole our money, the bastard.
I don't remember at what point I,
mean,
determined how much credits I have.
You can also go into debt to afford them as well.
Yeah, you
How much were we given at the start?
1,000, I thought, but I can't find it actually in our equipment.
Because you
Sorry,
can't-
I have 2,000 credits in my notes.
I thought 1,000 sounds what I was thought, but yeah, I don't remember that. I didn't write it down anywhere because there's nowhere to capture it.
Yeah, there is. In Secrets.
Oh yeah, I've got 1,000. And I've got Subtlety, so you should have you start with 1,000.
Oh yeah, we got 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 rings a bell for me.
All right. Well, I have 1,000 in that case.
I think you can. I think it says somewhere you can go into debt to do it, but then you can't really get another one until you're out of debt.
You definitely you
We
start
can
with
work this
1,000,
out later.
Yeah, we'll math it out later.
Yeah, so you start with one extra life, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to buy another clone just now.
We all have one extra one at the moment, I think.
Oh, I thought we were the first. Never mind.
I don't know. I wasn't sure about.
My understanding was that you have the clone you are.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's how I am.
Well, in that case, I would very much like to go into debt to get more clones and come back.
That sounds wise.
Man, I always knew these fucking mutants didn't.
We can just keep fighting him so he stays in debt. And then he'll never get
That I like your thinking, team leader.
So we derailed.
Yeah, we have massively derailed. Shall we get back on track?
Imagine derailing from this chaos. If
I know,
anything, it's
right?
more organized.
This finely tuned bit of storytelling where the party's killing each other.
Or themselves.
Or themselves. Yeah.
Mostly themselves.
Most of themselves. Just spraying their own brains over cars.
So what's John up to here? He's cozy in the car with Sarif.
Well,
Sarif's been
Hey, buddy.
doing some shooting.
Presumably, I just saw that occur.
Oh yes.
So he's going to put his his PDA away, or PCD.
PD, aw, I love you too, man. That landed, I see. Good.
So he's going to look kind of like slyly like at the other. Like, so there's the guy who was held by the mutant still up, and the other guy who was approaching, presumably.
Yeah.
So
These
I'm going
two
to
guys on the left here are both still. And to be honest, they're kind of on high alert here. They look like they might start shooting any second.
I'm gonna whisper to Sarif that isn't it treason to execute someone without evidence for treason? They don't have if they don't have evidence that we're traitors, then they're breaking the.
Wait, did he commit treason by killing himself without showing evidence?
He did steal a life that Alpha Complex gave him.
Well, technically speaking, he was committing,
Or he knew he was traitorous, so he executed
exactly.
himself.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So if he committed-
he didn't prove it to anybody.
No, but it's self-fulfilling because if killing a non-traitorous person is traitorous, the act of killing himself validates him killing himself, so he's okay.
Okay, I understand your logic.
Yeah,
That makes perfect sense. Too much sense.
but currently, the question remains that if they don't have evidence to execute us, then they are the ones breaking the rules here.
You make a good point, happiness officer. We should ask them what evidence they have.
You shout out the window, what evidence have you got?
I've got a better idea. They might be happy with me for just shooting the mutant. It's like, hey, threat's gone, guys! And I'll pop up out of the window. Go. It's like, the mutant's dead! Hooray!
As a storm laser fire hits you in the face.
Worth a try.
So are you doing that? You're sticking your head out the window and...
Yes.
Why did it's the fact that you stole Sarif's picture for it?
That was not me, just to be clear.
No, that was me. Hey, yeah, I'm going to pop out with my shield in one hand, my gun in the other, and like pointing upwards.
Yoo-hoo!
It's like, hey, threat's over, guys. Well done. Good job, team.
Like a
Are they
grog.
going to shoot at me?
Okay, so
It looks like they were planning on it, yes.
yes, the one nearest to you, the one kind of in a line with you, fires and really misses quite badly. It just flies down the street, just doesn't hit anything. It's
Okay,
laser going.
can I deploy my shield umbrella? Go. What evidence do you have to fire on loyal troubleshooters that have just helped kill a filthy mutant? As I cower behind my shield.
The shield goes up and he shouts back, I just saw a member of your team murder a member of my team. We already had reports you were traitors.
That member of the team is the one we were trying to stop and deal with ourselves. I helped you. You saw me just take him down.
I'm going to shout, yeah, and I just saw you try to kill one of my members of my team. We're equal here.
Look, nobody else has to get their brains splattered over that car. Let's just put our weapons down.
Good point. You
and
shot
talk
yourself
about
against the car that you already splattered.
Oh, no, I'm going to drag their corpses and just spray it. If they...
He takes a bit of a step forward and says, we don't take kindly to threats, I'll have you know.
It's like, I was saying, well, I didn't say that to them. I was going to be like, if we can just put our weapons down and we can talk.
What's Seaman doing in all of this? Is he watching or?
Yeah, I think I'm seeing what my teammates do.
It's like, come on, bloodshed is so unhygienic. That's not what Alpha Complex and Friend Computer are all about. Let's talk about this. Troubleshooter to troubleshooter.
John's going to put the red nose on Sarif.
I don't want to commit a treason activity by shooting guys without evidence.
The one kind of to the south of you there who's moving to flank you, he says, tell you what, you put your weapons down and come out and we'll all have a nice chat about this back in the investigation bureau. How does that sound?
So have we put down the weapons together and then we'll come out the car and we can talk. Everyone puts their weapons down, huh?
You see, that doesn't sound like a good plan to me. Seems we've got you flanked. You guys are in a compromised position.
I mean, we're in a fortified position and you guys are out in the open.
Just gonna do some dice rolling.
I'll whisper to John. John, they're not buying it.
He fires it's not aimed at you. He fires a warning shot that goes kind of through the front door of the car, since you guys are in the back, and impacts on the seat in there. So it doesn't seem very fortified to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I move out and I'll shout. I think you're the one to flank, and I'll point my gun at the guy who seems to be the leader.
How very anime.
I know, right?
Nothing personal, kid.
I'll shot him.
Yeah, I'll say, John, put your gun on the one to the south, and I'll keep my shield and pistol pointing on the guy to the west. It's like, now we've got a little Mexican standoff where we have a slight advantage. So put your guns down and talk.
It's the one by the red car turns to face Seaman, and
As he turns, I fire a warning shot over his shoulder and tell him to stop turning.
He stops. They seem to be a bit more wary. They're a bit less gung ho, and they're like, right, okay, maybe if we all put our guns away and we all just take a trip down to the.
I think you'll find yourself you're in a compromised position here. So how about you put your guns down, which is a far better idea, and then we'll talk.
And how can I trust that you won't just simply shoot us once we're no longer got our guns trained on you?
Well, we trusted you. We were going to put our guns down at the same time, and then you started to make threats against us.
Also, you've not got a lot of options otherwise.
You're outnumbered and surrounded.
I tell you what, let's all you put your guns down. We'll have some nice mouthwash. Make sure we're all nice and refreshed after this ugliness, and we'll talk to each other. Okay?
Sarah, if you need to get comfortable with silence, we're winning that just on intimidation alone.
Yeah. I was gonna say, could someone roll intimidation, please?
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure if mouthwash is really the most intimidating.
I mean, I'll make him drink so much he'll vomit.
John, roll intimidation.
I'm going to try and roll intimidation. Where are we?
Max, shoot yourself is not very intimidating.
If I'm willing to do this to myself, imagine what I'm willing to do to you.
Wait,
Fine. I can
Why-
try mine too, but
maybe John wasn't the best person to.
I mean, I was definitely a worse choice, or at least as bad as John. looking at
Oh
this.
no, I was doing the worst choice here.
Have you
No,
seen
I think.
who I
Hang
look?
on. I have a feeling that we all have one at this stat, right?
Yes.
Max doesn't. Max
Yeah,
has.
Max-
Ghost
a
Max
much
is
better-
gone.
Yeah, well, Max has shot himself, so he can't.
That was very intimidating.
Yeah, he's the most intimidating form.
Ghost Max rolls pretty well.
Spooky.
Well, may end up being a good fight.
So,
Oh fuck. Well, Matt.
surprisingly enough, they don't seem very intimidated by it. In
We've
fact,
never played.
the guy kind of to the north is even bold enough to now turn and face, or he would be. I can't click the.
He's on that.
As he turns his back on me, I shoot him in the back.
Whoa.
Okay,
That's
well,
intimidating.
all energy weapons.
We don't know if these guys are traitors.
It's like, he's about to fire on you, team leader. I was looking out for you.
I've never been shot before.
Was that meant to be from Sarif?
Sorry, that should have been from me. I will change the name on my character sheet back.
That was the best possible what you could have got.
And
I
then
feel like we've managed to play multiple RPGs now in an attempt to be an intimidating team, and not once have we succeeded.
Not once.
We're like people trying to be adults.
I think,
Surely
I think we succeeded best at the end of the Dark Heresy second, where
Oh
I
yeah,
ran in and
Eviscerated
murdered everybody.
that was quite good.
Yeah, you one-shotted the final boss, and then you just started executing his little helpers.
You shot me.
Come-
We didn't get to do anything. We just watched it from the doorway.
Penny, by the way, please.
Roll what, sorry?
Sure.
A D20 from Sarif, please.
We
Yeah,
are
can I-
currently the narrative equivalent of like multiple kids in a big coat.
Can I add perversity points to this roll?
You may.
Okay.
I don't know what the rules say, but I'm saying yes.
I'll add 10 to this roll.
10. Okay. So you hit him in the leg, and there's a kind of a bit of a blossom of blood out of it. Clearly been hurt by it. So he staggers a little bit, but he's still, he's still up. He's not dead, but he's staggering and he's clutching at his leg and he screams in pain from being shot. Just in case you were wondering why.
Okay. I'll keep my shield pointed at him and I'll look at the other guy and go, now you're going to get down on your own, or am I going to have to help you too?
Oh, I love this image I have of Sarif now, just like attempting to be intimidating, but not really.
Also, while he's pointing an umbrella at somebody.
Yeah, I've got an umbrella up, which is the most intimidating of the weather preparation items.
I know wellies are pretty scary.
I mean, they are, yeah. Especially against lots of mud and other things.
The one who you haven't shot, the one to the south of you, he's just going to kind of immediately. He's not thinking about this. He's just going to squeeze the trigger. It's probably not the smartest thing for him to do, but he was pointing it at you and he's, panicked a little bit.
Cool.
Who did you shoot, Sarif?
Yeah, probably shooting at me.
Shooting Sarif, yeah.
Cool. I don't have to swear just yet. Then.
And Sarif, I mean, a lot of the energy reflects off the sort of the side of the door, but some of it manages to burn through and hit you, and you are snafu'd.
Does it go straight through the umbrella?
I'm snafu'd already. Do I become wounded?
Snafuing only lasts for a round, so the previous one's probably worn off.
Right, okay. Gotcha.
Basically just means you can't attack the next round.
Gotcha. Oh, that wasn't very friendly.
What's John up to here?
I suppose this has all happened in a bit of an instant.
Yeah, it's been pretty rapid.
So with the furrowed brow, I guess he's going to try and... It only seems smart. If he was under fire, he'd probably try and fire back. Because he was aiming on that guy anyway, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as he saw him fire, he'd probably fire back.
Okay, roll me energy weapons and then roll me a d20. I'm assuming you'll hit. If not, then we'll ignore the d20.
I don't think he hit.
Yeah, that looks like we're ignoring the d20.
What, like, see, there must be a thing because typically, like, you don't want to roll high in these d20, like these 1d20s, but because we're so used.
It depends on the D&D's type numbers.
So this game's deliberately set up so you fail a lot more.
Yeah, but typically, like when we've had to, like in the past, like roll lower or like roll higher or whatever, we haven't managed to do that whatsoever. But now that we have to roll low, we roll 17s and the like. So,
and finally, Seaman, you've been.
I've said that before.
Finally, Seaman.
I pew back.
At the guy facing you.
I don't know.
Because one of them's hit the deck.
So one's on the ground screaming in pain.
The one that's not hit the deck.
He's not on the ground. He's been shot in the leg.
Oh, right, okay.
Kind of grabbing at his leg and screaming, but he's not.
The one that's not been shot yet.
Okay, that's the one kind of to your immediate right.
Okay, I got a 2.
Yeah, could you roll me a d20 then?
Ooh.
I got a 3.
You have warmed him up slightly.
Yep, it all kind of just gets reflected by his reflect. The surroundings become slightly brighter briefly.
Does it reflect off his reflect into the other guy?
Right into the leg wound. Right into it.
Roll me a d20.
Fuck.
Well, before you rolled, I was thinking, I want it to be low. I just didn't say it out loud. So you know what? It does reflect into the other guy.
Yeah.
Could you roll me a damage d20 again?
Come on. I'm on a 2, a 3, and a 4.
Somebody add some quick.
Yeah.
It's not even necessary. Wow.
You fool.
Wow. Okay. So
It was amplified by his main armor.
Yeah, like a fucking slingshot. Wow.
it's like focused by his reflex. So he is again downed. He's not killed outright, but he is downed. This purely thanks to his own reflex that he's not just dead. But he's down. He's basically the same as with Max. He can basically do basic stuff. He can talk in a groggy fashion. He can maybe lift a gun and point it, but he's not going to be very good at aiming it.
Oh my god. The series of bloop and then the GM laughing.
So,
yeah.
what's Sarif up to? Since you acted first last time, we'll just kind of keep that order.
Yep. I'll now turn and have the umbrella give cover to me and John, pointing my pistol at the guy to the south. And I'll shoot him as well. Time for talk was about 2 minutes ago, buddy. You fucked this up.
Let's be fair, we probably fucked up in some way.
Almost definitely. We're not made for being good at this shit. Oh.
That's a good idea.
Maybe. I mean,
it depends on the mood of the DM.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I actually don't know. I've not read the book.
Yeah, because I just started making assumptions that you've probably just made as well.
Yeah.
The rules
Context.
are kind of the rules as far as the players know are if you want to do something, you roll a dice and ask the GM what's up.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say anything.
So you managed to hit him pretty squarely, pretty well. A pretty good shot.
Okay. Will I roll a d20 or?
Yeah, roll me a d20, and I'll say add 3 just because you got such a good to hit roll.
1d20 plus 3.
So let's see. Well, he is hit by it, and he staggers back, and he kind of starts coughing. It hit him in the chest. He's not downed. He's not wounded. It doesn't seem to have really penetrated his reflex.
Wasn't Sarah snafu?
Concussive force that he's staggered.
Oh,
and
yeah, you might be right, actually.
Actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. I probably was actually snafu'd where I probably shouldn't be able to fire my gun.
Oh, yes. I forgot that as well.
Good catch, Westlyn.
Just ignore it. He was only minorly snafu.
Let's do some weary winding.
Yeah, Rick on that. I will move my shield over to cover me and John, and then pointing my gun at him, I'll say, drop to the ground now, or you're going to get splattered.
He has just witnessed his friend getting pretty, fabulously killed, is the word I can think of.
I just felt like, oh my god, you killed your friend.
You monster! You killed a troubleshooter! Drop to the ground now, traitor.
His friend hasn't just been killed by the team he's now facing one-on-one. His friend has been killed with a trick shot by the team he's now facing one-on-one.
He must be, that guy must be a mutant. He must have, reflective mutant powers.
Ooh.
I think you're right, team leader. On the ground, Mutie.
So he drops his gun, and he immediately, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's an alleyway here. He immediately turns to run down that alley away from you.
John, shoot him in the leg.
If we're just going by gut reaction, I would attempt to shoot him in the leg. If we're doing it just as it comes to you.
You both shoot with the leg if you run.
Just kneecap him from behind.
Specifically aiming for the leg?
Specifically aiming for the lower half of the torso.
I think both of them were.
No, not lower half of the torso, lower half of the body. Medicals. No.
John, could you roll me an energy weapons roll then?
I'll see you all with my shite numbers.
It's like, now see, with him running away, if only we had someone that was good at running.
Sa-
And
Dice
didn't have a massive hole in his face.
And didn't have a massive hole in his face. And didn't just take a dirt nap.
So John fires, but he's kind of he's firing a little bit, in a reactionary way, and he's trying to also aim at a specific body part, and it just ends up hitting the pavement. Is Seaman going to try and do anything before the guy rounds the corner?
I guess I'll take a shot at him. Being as we're shooting.
Give it a go.
I'm decent at energy weapons too.
Just not with dice.
No. Anything with chance.
Yep. Got there ahead of me. So let's look at my table. Again, you hit him, and it's not really kind of damaged him very much through his armor. He's staggered a little bit again. He doesn't seem. You've definitely slowed him down. By kind of it almost seems like the force of the shot has injured him through his reflex rather than the laser itself has hit him.
Can I quickly check the timer when we have to deliver this package?
Good idea. Now I've got to try and remember what it was at the end of last session.
I believe we had like an hour left or so.
There wasn't a lot of leeway. I remember that.
It was like we had time for like a 10-minute stop, and that was it.
Yeah, I think. So I'm going to make up some numbers here, and they might not be consistent with last session, but I guess that's Alpha Complex for you.
This is just retconning. It's fine.
Just say how long we've got left to deliver.
I'll say you've got about half an hour left, and it's about half an hour's drive away. You could possibly get this guy and make it there, but basically, if anything goes wrong,
I immediately swear and start running towards the car.
Yep. Do you want to get the wounded guy? Oh no, he's super dead, isn't he?
I'm running towards the car. You guys can do.
Yeah. So the guy to the north end guy, he's just wounded. He's downed. Is that right?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's quite badly injured, and he's not doing anything anytime soon. But he is alive. He can he's moving his head a little bit and groaning in pain.
Okay, I'm gonna run over and take his weapon away from him, then start dragging him towards the car. And I'll just kind of say to the team, like, it's like, we have questions, he may have answers. And I'll kind of look away at the blood stain and go, oh, this is so unhygienic, as I drag him back to the car.
I'll take a pot as I'm running towards the car. I'll take a pot shot at the guy that's running away again. If that's okay.
Yeah, fair enough. You get one last chance, I'll say. So, just about a hit. Whoa. Okay, that'll do. So 19 minus his armor is he's wounded, so he's not downed, he's not maimed, he's just wounded.
Okay.
But,
then I will jump into the driver's seat of the car.
Let's still flip.
The upside down car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll realise the car's upside down.
John's gonna bundle the package. Yeah. John's gonna bundle the package and make sure it's secure and crawl out and go. There is a red car right there.
Yeah, I'll come to some realization, swear loudly and profusely, and run out of the car and jump into the other car.
Yeah, is the car empty?
Doesn't matter.
There was an occupant of the car who was sort of cowering while everything was going on, but he sees you guys approaching in a bit of a hurry, with Sarif possibly still dragging a nearly dead person behind him. And he sees what's going on, and he gets out of the car and he goes, it's all right, just take it.
Okay, so troubleshare business, nothing to see here, move along, thank you, goodbye, and close the door on him.
Okay, and then if Susan roll in the car, set off at top speed, deliver this package.
Well, the question I have is, did you bring the wounded person?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get in the front passenger seat
Okay.
with the package.
I'll jump in the. Do you still have the multicolored box from the mutant traitor?
Oh yeah, what did you throw out the window? I say to John.
Oh, it was a traitor's, like he was trying to sabotage the mission, basically.
What was it?
Yeah, but what was it?
I bundled it. I didn't really look. I just bundled it. You can see my sleeves missing.
Can we see?
Yeah, can you show us it?
No, I just threw it in the package.
Wait, you threw it in the mission critical
Wait.
package.
You don't have to just open that package.
It was already open because of what he'd done.
I'm gonna squint at him. It's like my trigger finger's awful itchy. Like, John, let's just look at what you've done. So if you sealed that package, you don't have clearance for.
No, it's sitting as it is.
Albatross, when I look at the package, what does it look like? Does it look like it's been left open, or would John have had to have touched on the incorrect colored sides to lock it?
It's closed. Like it, because otherwise it would have just flown open while you guys were running about into the car. But it's, as John says, one of his sleeves is missing, and if he'd used a rag over his hand to close it, that wouldn't be treasonous. And it's a fiddly mechanism to try and do that. Not impossible. Could have done that. Is this conversation happening?
While we're driving.
Yeah, whilst we're driving. I'll go. Oh, okay, and then I'll go back to looking at the wounded guy. So he's kind of like groaning, and he's still conscious, just in a lot of pain.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll say to him, okay, here's the deal. I'll start being nice to you if you tell me useful information. Who's told you our team had apparently gone traitor?
I got given a mission by a briefing officer. I mean, you guys are traitor troubleshooters. You know how briefings work.
It's like we're loyal troubleshooters.
We were given a mission to deliver a package, and that's what we've done. We've not done anything.
Yeah, we were given a mission by a briefing officer to drop this off. How have we betrayed Alpha Complex?
We've not performed any treason.
He says, look, I wasn't given the details. I was told roughly where you'd be, how I'd recognize you, and that you were traitors that needed to be brought in for questioning or killed if easier.
What was the description you were given of us?
It was that there would be 4 of you, one of whom was a mutant in a yellow sash, a registered mutant. You'd have with you a blue clearance package of some sort, and that you'd be in a hired motor vehicle passing through here at approximately this time.
When were you given this mission briefing?
Is this the guy that also spoke to me earlier? Or was that guy dead? Or was he the one that went away?
No, it's the guy who spoke to you earlier.
Because he just didn't recognize me then. Cool. Fair enough.
Okay. When were you given this mission briefing?
Well, most of it was about midday. I mean, we've been getting updates through the day. Obviously, the bit about you being in a hired vehicle later. I assume that was a bit of a late development, but
okay. So walk us through how you've been observing us.
Well, it sounds like they have no evidence.
He's not wrong. Where's the evidence that we're traitors?
It sounds like they were being traitors by shooting us without having any evidence.
Yeah, you need evidence before you can execute someone for being a traitor.
He says, well, I wasn't given the evidence myself, but I was assured by those of higher clearance than me that it exists, and well, I wasn't going to disagree, was I?
The traitors are embedded deep within the system.
No, Alpha Complex can't be corrupt like that. Friend computer would never allow it.
We'll have to tell him.
I'll shout at my PDC. Friend computer, there's traitors. Okay, goes up.
What does friend computer say?
I don't know.
He's always listening.
So, wait, you're actually communicating?
He did, yeah.
No, I
No,
won't.
come on, do it.
Yeah, fucking fine. I'm just so shocked at the idea of traitors throughout Alpha Complex. I just go, friend computer, there's traitors. Traitors everywhere. Does friend computer say anything back?
Not unless you sort of actively choose to send a message on your device. This particular vehicle is not an active surveillance zone.
I thought friend computer was always listening.
Always looking over us. Always protecting us.
That's what the Mutants pamphlet said.
You didn't trust that, did you?
I mean, I did until now.
You trusted the Mutants writing. Oh. This is very bad news. We're very upset about this.
So,
Speaking of the mutant, who has the treason detector?
Oof.
no
That's a
idea.
very good question.
Who knows? None
Who
of us.
knows?
Whatever you described the corpse as probably still has it.
It's now several miles behind us.
Yeah. No time to go back for that. Traitors caused the treason detector to be lost. Okay.
Just
So you're-
wondering.
Yep.
It's a good thing to wonder about.
I mean, that would have been useful
I
just
mean-
now, wouldn't it?
John, you don't have it, do you?
We could look in the car.
I will remind Nick. I'll just tell you, it's on my dead body.
Okay.
Well, no going back for it.
I don't think we care.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
This
that
guy.
mission. It's always been about the mission.
yeah,
That damn Mutie was never about the mission.
yeah. He was
He's
always trying to betray us from the very start.
No, he just wanted to kill himself from the very start. I don't know why. All his actions now, they make total complete sense.
I mean, like, yeah, falling asleep on the subway is not a way to stay alive.
He was just trying to get us to murder him.
And the bastard.
Maybe
did
he
it.
was so ashamed of being a mutant.
I feel like it was a secret mission to get himself killed.
Uh-oh.
So you, after a little bit of paranoid chat, you make it to the offices of Houston V. Beer, the man whom you're here to deliver a package to. Do you all go in? Do you take the captive with you? Do you leave someone behind to look after them?
Stay with the prisoner.
It's like, I really don't want to be left out here on my own. Can I search the troubleshooter and see what he has on him? Like anything to restrain him or enough happiness pills to knock him out? Anything like that?
While he's doing that, I like nod my head to John and we just leave.
Okay. Team leader, do you want to do the honors as team leader?
You're already holding it now, so let's just go. But can't waste any time by doing the weird handover thing where we've got to swap hands stuff because it's only one hand. It's not. let's just go and hand it in.
All right. Okay.
Well, as Sarif is searching the troubleshooter, you locate one laser barrel that was in his pocket rather than on his gun.
Mhm.
You find his Me card, you find his communications device, and some hygiene equipment. Funnily enough, wet wipe.
Appreciate all of that.
You were a hygiene officer? I'll ask the winded man.
You were wonderful.
He nods and says, "One of the best."
Why did Keep yourself clean.
This isn't very clean. And I'll point at the wound, and then I'll take some of his single-use mouthwashes, and I'll crack a quick one open for him.
I wish
and then
we had the me card.
the what?
I wish we had the Muties me card.
I mean, that would be useful. Well, actually, hold on. What would you actually use it for?
We could thank someone for being him. We just give him, we could have given this guy his card, and then we could have given this guy Ben's card, and then take his card.
Yep, that would be useful.
I don't know what the benefit would be, but I'm sure it would help us out in the long run.
So
Yeah.
John and Seaman are heading in.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The usual deal. You go inside and you find a lobby that's, there's different coloured tracks on the floor leading to different coloured lifts. There's a reception desk in the centre.
Go straight to the reception. Say we have a package for thingy, our beer or V beer.
What was that? Sorry, you're going to the reception and asking after.
We have an urgent delivery. He needs it right away.
Team leader, I'm just, for the last time, I'm perfectly happy if you take the credit. I mean, you are in charge, so if you want to take this, we can put the tables here. Put it on the table if you want.
We do it as a team. I trust you now. You've got my back.
That's very kind of you.
I'm so happy we worked together. We sorted this problem out.
And on time.
Well, almost on time. Let's make sure that happens.
Yeah.
What does the receptionist say? He's gone home. Fuck.
She looks you up and down and glances at her watch, which says about 3 minutes to 6, and she says, yeah, we were expecting you. You've made pretty good time. If you head into the lift and just shoot on up to floor 56, you'll find the research level there.
Cool. Come, John. Come. Let's go. Right, jump in the lift.
Off we pop.
What's wrong with you, man? Aren't you happy to be completing your mission?
I'm always happy.
Where's the red nose?
Oh, it's still stuck because it's only been This has happened relatively quickly.
Yeah.
So much pooping.
Boop, boop, boop. See, I'm assuming you do what the receptionist told you, go on the lift and to floor 50.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, what I will do is I'll move you over to a slightly different map.
Oh, we left.
Oh.
We left that behind.
No, I'm coming as soon as I'm done with the other hygiene officer. We have a lot of hygiene stuff to talk about.
I can't quite tell if everything is revealed to you or if nothing is.
We've seen nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
I
there
see-
it is in the middle.
Can you see a rectangle of stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay,
beautiful rectangle.
Your lift opens up in the north
Corner.
side of this. Now, it's a bit of an oddly laid out office in that you can see there's two colored tracks here. There's an infrared one and there's an ultraviolet one.
Oh, it's definitely staying the infrared one.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, so there seems to be an alpha complex admins area and there's an everyone else area.
Obviously, definitely staying the everyone else area. Well, I point to John to watch out.
I will be very attentive of my feet.
Yeah. And all you were told was go to this floor.
Okay, I shout. What's the guy's name? Someone else. Someone. v. Beer.
Houston v. Beer, it was.
I shout Houston v. Beer, packaged, delivery.
You hear a voice from kind of just sort of around the corner to the south of you. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
Thunder.
Huh.
Oh, was it really?
I thought it was a sound effect, and then you were
I
just
thought it
like,
was a sound effect from you.
Yeah, I thought it was a
amazing.
like the guy falling over his chair or something.
amazing.
Sorry, my heart rate's through the roof. God almighty.
I didn't know you were
Whereabouts are you?
I was
There's
glad that
thunder.
it came to the mic as well.
I mean, it's been thundering basically the entire session.
Oh, really?
Oh, all right.
That must be close then.
Yeah, we were properly due it.
That's the first one that genuinely scared me.
Well,
So-
it was like the sound effect that came to the mic, like proper loud.
I'm going to look forward to hearing that on YouTube.
That's crazy.
Right, sorry about that, guys. Yes, from round the corner in front of you, you hear a voice call out, "Oh, yeah, I think Houston's still in." What? No, I've not thought ahead and put in a person. But see this desk here. Imagine
Yep.
someone sitting in
There's
there.
a man there. He decided as a desk.
Yeah. He says, "Oh, yeah, I think he's still here. He's planning to work till probably about 1900 hours. He's got stuff he's working on. What's the delivery?"
Don't know. It's a troubleshooter mission.
Yeah,
Alright.
package, whatever it is.
No, is it? I'm guessing it's some pretty important research equipment or something.
Suppose so.
I think so. Yeah. It would only make sense for us to be given such an important delivery.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. And
Can you call him? We were told it was urgent and had to be delivered before 6, and we've only got a couple of minutes.
he says, "Right, yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll see if I can go get him."
John, where are you? Get on the map.
Am I on the map?
No, get on the map.
Oh.
That's not John.
I'm just going to draw on some rectangles to represent kind of paths into the rooms, because otherwise I've just realised this is a bit impractical.
Well,
Did
it
you
might-
have to jump over
it,
there?
it might make sense. It might mean that if you are not into ultraviolet, you're not allowed into these rooms.
Yeah, but the guy you're delivering to is violet. So the guy on the chair in front of you is green level. He's actually not.
John, get out the ultraviolet. You're not supposed to be there.
He's on a green clearance chair, and what he does is he's at one point he lifts up a little hatch in his desk, and using a pole he keeps by it, he kind of gondolas himself along the floor on his own chair.
Amazing.
Since he doesn't have clearance to actually cross the room to his desk.
There's the man.
So and he gets to I guess I'll move Sarif B into position. He wheels himself up to kind of this door up here, and says, "Yeah, if you just head through here. Well, actually, no, you guys are only red clearance, aren't you? Tell you what, you wait here. For you."
Thank you.
So he disappears through into the room. And a second later he comes back, and with him comes a guy who's not quite to the same scale as you guys.
That's fine.
I'm not really sure. He's a guy in a bit of a kind of cloak situation. It turns out.
It's a sweet cape.
Yeah.
Really?
When you're limiting yourself to people of specific color schemes, there's you just have to take what you can.
What I
Yeah.
did for Max was I just recolored him in Photoshop.
I was very lucky, and the guy that I found was already wearing my jumper. So, sort of.
I just went with the greatest start I could find.
John, give him the package.
And as Houston V. Beer appears there, Sarif arrives in the lift. It dings and out he walks. So the gang's all together.
Oh, hey.
Hey guys.
I thought you used to wait with the man. I mean, we'll talk about this later.
Fine.
Well, while this is happening, I'll place the box on the floor in front of him, obviously only touching the red handle. And
Why would you put it on the floor?
because I can't hand it to him otherwise.
He's got clearance. You can touch any part of it.
Oh, that's entirely correct. I didn't want to overstep my bounds, but I will offer the box to him then. This is courtesy of Siemens team and his loyal troubleshooters.
Don't you mean semen delivery?
Semen delivery services.
Yeah,
Semen deposit services.
yeah.
Well, delivery and deposit.
I'm choosing to believe that this conversation.
This conversation happened outside at the start of the mission.
Yeah, taxi.
So Houston takes the gift and he looks down at it and smiles and says, "Oh yes, I remember. Thank you very much. I'll just sort of take this and put it down on my desk. I believe you're the troubleshooters, aren't you? Yes.
Yes.
Normally I have to pay the usual courier, but you guys are all in Friend Computer's employ, aren't you? So okay,
Absolutely.
good. Excellent. Thank you."
Thank you very much.
And he says, "Was there anything else, or are we?"
I believe that's
if you just sign this form to say we completed the mission on time.
we very much appreciate it.
And he says, "Oh yes, of course, I'll happily sign it. Once I've opened the package and made use of it, I'll be sure to give Friend Computer a very detailed feedback on your mission and your timing and punctuality and all of this.
Yes.
So I'll gladly sign anything for you right now as well. No problem."
Cool. Here's the signing. Just it says you've received it in perfect condition, like any package. You know.
Yeah.
If you just sign here.
And when you give your feedback, I can't wait to hear what Friend Computer thinks of Siemens Delivery Services' stellar job.
Yeah, if you sign where I marked X.
So he kind of makes a bit of a squiggle on the mark there on the line, and he says, "Right, well, as I say, I'll be sure to give a more detailed review once I've inspected the product. But
Cool.
so far, I'm very pleased on punctuality. Thank you very much."
Also,
No problem at all.
Happy to be a service.
He turns around and leaves.
Actually, I would
what
say
he has forgotten is that signing that sheet means that he has confirmed that the package has been received as requested and all contents are as he expected.
yay!
Like any standard delivery signature that everyone just ignores and signs anyway. He has fallen into my trap.
Nice one, team leader. I'd say Mr. Vibier, and I'll pull out some single use mouthwash bottles and hand them to the team. Would you like to celebrate a successful mission with the troubleshooters? And I'll offer a mouthwash to the
Why
the
would
guy
you
at the desk as well.
mouthwash?
It's just I've made it my thing.
I think we should just let him get back to things, and we should leave because this is a very odd thing to drink.
Hygiene's very important. Hygiene is next to godliness, just like Friend Computer says.
Team leader, can you please take charge of this situation?
Could Sarif roll bootlicking for me, please?
Sarf, he's a very busy man. We don't have time for this. We need to leave. Got our next mission to go to.
I'm fucking doing this.
You receive no reply from Houston V. Beer's office.
So he was walking away from me and just kept going.
I tap Sarf on the side of the head and point towards it.
Okay, I'll put the one of the bottles of mouthwash down on the. Oh, I'll pass it to the guy at the desk and say, "That's for Mr. V. Beer if he wants it."
Regardless, you can't reach the guy at the desk. We're in the way.
You're gonna have to like lob it at the desk.
I'm gonna underhand flop it onto the guy's desk.
Yeah, but you're in the hallway and we're in the way. You got to stay in the black.
It's like I like my chances. No,
Yeah.
don't. I'm lying. I never like my chances, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
So projectile weapons, stone weapons.
Could you roll thrown weapons for me?
Oh, I am not good at that.
You smashed it. He's got Malifaux roll before. After seeing him throw it, I push him and go, go, let's go.
You very much overestimate the distance between yourself and the desk, and it sort of clatters off the back wall and rolls across the room and ends up kind of over here in the corner.
I'll point at it and kind of like stage whisper. I
squeeze past.
No, leave it there. That's exactly what you said.
I squeeze past.
Yeah. I'm already making moves quite a while ago.
we're just trying to leave.
The green clearance person at the desk makes no move to go and retrieve the mouthwash.
See, no one cares, Saf. They've got their own mouthwash. They've got their own fancy green mouthwash.
But it's the thing when we finish missions and we do objectives. Oh.
How about you celebrate by drinking your own mouth?
I am. I'm going to drink so much I vomit and pass out. I don't want to remember this.
For old time's sake. Let's go. Do it in the lobby like last time. It can be a tradition.
I'm going to move the nose over because it's my turn.
Yeah, I'll give it the.
Let's get in the lift.
Oh.
I take it you guys are leaving the mission?
Yeah,
yes.
We successfully delivered the package.
Yeah, mission over. I'll head as well, and I'll very sadly, heartbreakingly open up a single-use mouthwash and just start chugging it.
Can I have some mouthwash, please?
Yeah, sure, team leader, and I'll pass you some mouthwash.
Cheers, buddy.
I'm going to take a happy pill.
Like, I could do with a few of those.
Wow.
And then I'll continue to walk out and follow the rest of the team.
Okay, so let's head back to see Fan Computer and tell him job well done.
So you head down the lift and you exit the building, and you find a remarkably similar-looking clone to your old friend Max.
How did you get here that quick?
Well, there's cloning services in various sectors, so he not come the same distance that you have.
I was about to freak out.
Shoot him.
Hold on, guys.
Wait,
my last clone had.
Can we tell if he's a clone?
Yeah, I think clones have like numbers on them, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Presumably, we put two and two together.
Well, we were all supported by Grandad for a quick second, then we realised he was a clone. And I'm not allowed to shoot him even though I want to.
Yep. I'm also not a registered mutant anymore. Because the cloning process cured me of my ailments, both the mental health and the mutation.
I feel like you're probably still a mutant though. And now I trust you even less because you're lying about it.
It seems shifty.
I feel like John probably looks like Jim from The Office a lot during these conversations.
Just giving the glances to the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, is that okay, GM? Like, I assume I can like not be registered after a next clone, or
I'm just doing some readings of the rules, and I've not seen a thing that specifically says yes or no, but from what I have read, I'm gonna say you can come back as cured, no longer a registered mutant.
Lovely.
That's not at all concerning.
What, that
I
I'm
don't-
cured?
I dislike this. And
No,
I'm
you
gonna
Greetings,
It's own.
I'm
greetings,
gonna start backing up
compatriots,
towards
and
the
praise
elevator.
be to friend computer. Has the mission been completed successfully? I
Praise
am
be.
so happy to see you all.
I'm not happy to see you.
Yeah.
Except that I am, because I need happy pulse.
My only concern is that your face does remind me of someone who did not bathe correctly.
Do you want to tell us what past you was up to, considering you have all the memory?
Yes, he was overcome with shame for being a mutant.
Why did you throw the package out the window?
He was hoping that it would result in you killing him
Why did he want to die?
because he was a mutant.
If he just asked for us to shoot him, we would have done it.
Why can't he just kill himself?
Why do
Not
you
on a mission.
Because
Why do you have to try and sabotage the mission? Man? Why? Why would you do this to us?
I can't look. A depressed man sees weird things in weird places. I'm very sorry for the actions of my previous clone, but I'm all better now.
I slap you.
I stand there and take it without hitting back.
Ah, shit, he's Jesus.
He's better. Okay, so this. I down my eyes and then say, "Ah, well, this one's marginally better than the other one." Why are there secret walls going? I don't like it. That's it. I'm setting my own secret walls.
Just the problem that so much of this is hidden from literally everyone. You have to work out what's happened through context. There's no way to follow this.
Yeah. Let's just go and tell Faculty we can with the mission's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we call it there?
Oh.
And then next time we meet, we'll do a debrief, and the next
I remember the debrief now.
start on some zany antics for mission 2.
Oh, I kind of want the debrief now.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the debrief was gonna be the best bit, but if you want to like prepare stuff, I think that might be even better.
Yeah, that's kind of my ulterior motive.
Okay.
I'd rather not wing the debrief.
No.
I think I need to go review the files.
Find out what the fuck happened.
Yeah. Try and rely on my memory.
We can get the recordings online soon, I'm sure.
Well, we've got 1 and 2. We're just missing 3. And then 4 is work.
4, the audio is
Yeah.
already uploaded,
Yeah,
and I can
the
mix
audio's
this.
there. I just need to do the video editing, which most of the editing.
Oh yeah,
thing.
we should probably then. If
Actually,
it
we'll
is
just-
we should probably
Good.
sign off the session. Rather than just stop chatting.
Good idea.
We're professional.
Okay, so with that,
With
that comes to the end
Max
of
gives
Subtlety.
everyone a big smile,
Paranoia.
including the camera.
And then-
It's just everyone talking over each other. This is an excellent reflection of exactly how we carry out any active mission in any RPG. Is talking over each other, lack of professionalism, and people just getting flustered and feeling like they have no agency.
No,
So
that's just
that-
that's just you.
That's just you. And on that very happy, good teamwork note, that is Team Subtlety playing Paranoia XP. We'll hopefully see you all next week. Happy adventuring.
Happy.
Bye bye.
Christ.
So, what was everyone's secret missions?